All right, so before we start today's podcast, I just want to go ahead and give a moment of silence in memory of Stan Lee and all that he's contributed to Marvel movies or just the Marvel genre in general. We'll go ahead and give it just a quiet moment of silence, then we'll go ahead and get into the actual podcast for today. All right, thank you.
Alright guys, we are Individual Opinion and welcome to our Stan Lee themed podcast. We're going to go through our top 5 Stan Lee cameos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because we believe that this man created something that has impacted all of our lives and we just want to share our opinion with you guys and hopefully you'll enjoy the video. So let's get started.
All right, also don't forget that we're also going to try to figure out not exactly the plot, but what we think might happen in the next what do you call
Avengers movie?
Next Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Pretty much the outline of it.
yeah. All right, so who wants to go ahead and start us off?
I'm just gonna say, when I heard he died, I was like, I'm gonna miss the cameos.
Dude,
They're so freaking fun to look for.
I know, but there's some good news. He recorded his next 10 cameos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe before he died.
Okay, that's
How?
Because he knew he was old, so Marvel.
But how'd they do 5 or 10 of them?
Because they know they're planning for the next 10 movies, so they just recorded his cameos.
Damn. That's gonna be depressing though. Every time you see him, it's gonna be like R.I.P.
You know there's gonna be even more cheers this time when he comes on the screen.
Oh, definitely. Every time, it's gonna be like the crowd's gonna erupt.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and something else, guys. We are missing Baldwin and Brandon today. Yep. Baldwin's out of town. Brandon is working, so it's just me, Chance, and Davis. But we're still gonna bring you guys an awesome video, and hopefully next time we'll have the whole gang here.
So, nose goes to whoever starts.
I'm fine with starting.
You go ahead, Davis.
Okay, so are we gonna go 5-1?
Yeah, I'd go 5-1.
I don't really have. I have a number 1, but I wouldn't say I have like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
But like the top ones are definitely like Amazing Spider-Man when he's the librarian or whatever, and there's the fight going on in the background. That one's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's probably number 2 actually. But one that's kind of fast but is really good is I think it's the first Iron Man movie. He's like some rich playboy, even though he's super old, and he's got like 2 girls on like.
Tony Stark called him Hugh Hefner in that one. Yeah, so he was playing that. That was probably a good one. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. He does something pretty close to that kind of role in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. He's like flirting with some alien chick.
Yeah.
And Rocket Raccoon makes a joke about it.
Mm-hmm.
There was Thor Dark World, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah, the second Thor.
Yeah.
Second,
And the professor buddy of Thor is like speaking, and you think he's in like a classroom, but then it pans out and he's in like an mental asylum or whatever.
I remember that.
And Stanley's like, "Can I have my show back?"
Yeah, I did the
That one's pretty good. So that's 4 now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then top 1 easily, I'd say, is pretty much the most recent one. The top 1 would be Thor Ragnarok. And he's like, he's gonna cut his hair.
Yeah.
And Thor's like, no, not my hair. That one's pretty good.
I mean, hey, he did get a fresh cut, so I mean,
He did get a real fresh.
Stanley did a good job with that one, bro.
Alright, so for my top 5, for number 5, we're starting off with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 cameo, where he's talking to the Watchers.
That's right.
Yeah.
That one's a good one.
There's this conspiracy in the Marvel Universe that everyone thinks he's one of the Watchers. Yeah, because he's been in everything, so he's seen everything happening, and then he's just talking while Rocket and them are like going through dimension after dimension.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that makes sense, because that whole theory makes sense just because of the fact that, like, he's in Captain America, like the very first Captain America movie.
Exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
When he says, like, oh, I thought he would be taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the original X-Men movie, so maybe that's a sign that they might bring the Marvel universe with the X-Men universe.
If, like, they actually brought that forward and were like, yeah, that's actually true, that would make sense why they went so far ahead and planned them.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to record these just so, like, this can actually happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the day where X-Men meets Avengers. That's gonna be awesome.
Is that... actually gonna happen?
I mean, they bought out Fox.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
So, yeah.
very possible.
Yeah. All right. So after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, we got the Infinity War cameo where he's the bus driver and he tells all the kids that you've never seen a spaceship before. I just thought that was pretty funny how that kind of plays into everything that he's seeing. Then we got probably one of my favorite ones, the Avengers Age of Ultron cameo, where he's the military veteran at Tony Stark's party in the Avengers Tower. And then Thor gives him the Asgardian beer or whatever, and then he gets so drunk he just says Excelsior as he leaves. the OG original Stan Lee catchphrase. Oh my god, that was so good. Yeah. And then we got the Deadpool cameo. He's the DJ at the strip club. Yeah. I bet he had fun with that one. Yeah. And number one is the cameo he made in the original Thor movie, where he was the one trying to lift Thor's hammer with his truck, and then the bed just comes up and he just says, "Did I get it?"
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Was that all fun?
Yep, that was all 5 for me.
All right, time for me. All right, so my number 5 would probably be the Captain America: The Winter Soldier one. This one, he plays as a security guard at the Smithsonian Institution. After discovering that Captain America stole his own clothing from it, he says, "Oh man, I'm so fired." So my number 4 would probably go to Spider-Man: Homecoming. Lee appears as an annoyed neighbor named Gary, who, after witnessing Spider-Man mistakenly accosting an innocent civilian, says to him, "Don't make me come down there, you punk." And then his other neighbor, Marjorie, I think, greets him about his family's welfare. And then while he does the same, asking about her mother. Number 3, like you said, Davis, Thor Ragnarok. I don't think I need to really clarify on that, as you know, because you already did that. Second one, probably Ant-Man and the Wasp. So Lee appears as a pedestrian whose car is shrunk by Wasp. He remarks, "Well, the sexies were fun, but now I'm paying for it." So, big oof. And then I think my number 1 would probably go to like the newest Spider-Man game that just came out. Stan Lee appears as a short order cook when Peter and Mary Jane are having a small date at a restaurant, quoting, "You always were my favorites." So, yeah, sweet little touch on the game there.
I think there's 2 that we didn't mention that I think are pretty good ones.
Right.
One is pretty quick. He just kind of pulls a girl like away from some falling rubble and saves her.
Oh,
I think he makes some comment, but I don't remember what it is.
Which movie is that?
I don't know. I was just watching a mashup of all of his.
And he saves a girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that actually. Yeah.
And then another one which is good. I think it's in the worst Marvel movie ever, Spider-Man 3.
It wasn't that bad. I mean,
Just because they had Venom in it, I think it, but the storyline was...
It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. Anyway, but he walks up to Peter Parker as there's like a thing saying Spider-Man's gonna get the key to the city for saving the commissioner's daughter. And he's like, I guess like everyone can be a hero or something like that. That's like really inspirational. So I thought that was like a cool one.
Yeah, I remember reading about that too. Actually, I think after that he says like, I guess what became iconic was like the "Nuff said" line. Just kind of walks away, I think.
Yeah, yeah. He kind of says it, and then he's like, "Enough said," and he walks off, and it's like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What I think is cool about that is, in the Marvel Universe, he can just literally make a 2-second cameo, and everyone knows who he is.
Exactly. Yeah.
He has... he's been doing that for all of his movies, and like technically he doesn't have to do it. Like, he's not really like in charge of the Marvel cinematic universe, but Marvel actually wants him in because because they know the fans would love that.
Right, yeah,
I just think they're a good community if they do that for us.
Because I think from what I saw, the first time he ever did it
Yeah.
was the really old Hulk TV show.
The original? He was in the original Hulk show?
Like first, like in this like scene in some courtroom. He,
really?
like real quickly was in it. So that was kind of cool. You should watch the video that I watched. Because it has a lot. Like he even has like there's some Teen Titans Go, like the Teen Titans Go movie. He's in that. I don't know if that was actually him.
It was, yeah.
it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
because DC was kind of poking fun at Marvel. I don't know how they even got the rights to that because
What do you mean?
Teen Titans Go is a DC movie.
Right, but like it wouldn't be thing of Marvel
I
versus
guess not.
against DC. It's just them reaching out to Stan Lee, being like, "Hey, would you want to do this?" Just to be kind of.
I guess
It would
so,
be
yeah.
funny
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I saw that part.
because he's in it like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been doing it for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
definitely.
crazy.
All right. So is that pretty much it about Stan Lee cameos?
I think so. Yeah.
I think we covered all the best ones.
Yeah.
All right. Rip to my boy Stan Lee.
He's in a better place now.
Always will be. Always will be remembered.
Yeah.
He's with Harambe now.
No, not the dead memes, bro.
No, he's up there and gonna.
Hey, Harambe will never be a dead meme. Okay. As long as I live, it can never die.
No, but because he's up there, he's gonna send the other Avengers that got rid of by the snap. He's gonna send them back in the next movie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
dude, what if that was what if that was it?
Oh my god.
That's how the movie ends. It's Stan Lee snapping and all of them reappear.
Boy, oh my god. That would be the best.
Watch Stan Lee be like the most powerful watcher and just be like, just defeat Thanos, bro.
He like slaps him across the face and he goes flying like into another dimension.
Oh, that would be so.
He's
cool.
like, "See ya, Excelsior, bitch."
Excelsior.
All right, well, this is a very good intro to the next topic that we're trying to go into. Infinity War Part 2, possible plots, possible outcomes. So, honestly, I don't really know what to expect from this. All I know is Captain Marvel is probably going to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Definitely.
because of how it ended, there's like no way that she's not gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Plus, aren't they releasing like a solo Captain Marvel movie before they release
Yes.
Infinity War Part 2?
Set in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Or is it in the
I thought
90s?
it was-
No, it's the 90s because
90s,
it's
yeah.
a beeper, is what Fury was using.
Yeah, and I can't get over how the first scene in the trailer, she lands in a blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
That.
Rip Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
And Toys R Us.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
What's next?
Oh no.
And we know
Probably
that,
Redbox.
And we know that there are going to be scrolls in the Captain Marvel movie because she punches the old lady.
Oh right.
Yeah, I think that's like a.
Well, and because I don't remember what his name is, one of the British guys that's in the movie, I'm pretty sure a scroll.
Okay. Because I mean, like there was this huge theory like that Tony Stark or one of the other Avengers was a Skrull, and he's just been like betraying the Avengers this whole time to Thanos.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Interesting. I've never heard of that.
Some YouTube videos I saw that they were making that connection, but it's pretty far out there. But it might be. I don't know.
That moment it was Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
He's been alive the whole
Rip, my
time.
boy Quicksilver.
Rip.
Oh no.
He wasn't as speedy fast as
I honestly
the
thought-
original.
I honestly thought on Age of Ultron they were gonna kill Hawkeye off. I honestly thought that.
Yeah.
Honestly, Hawkeye is probably gonna become like a badass in
Like
in the
Ryan.
Infinity War. I think
Dude, if he kills Thanos,
he's gonna. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if it's like he lost half of his family, if not all of his family. So he's like real pissed,
Oh, dude, that.
and then he becomes like a total badass.
You mean like Ronan?
Yeah, kind of.
And we know that Adam Warlock is gonna be in the new Avengers movie.
Oh, he will?
Yeah, the last end credit scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, it was the Golden People actually make Adam Warlock in the birthing chamber. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's who.
So I'm guessing he is somehow gonna get a new Infinity Gauntlet or steal it from Thanos and reverse everything that Thanos did. Because he's the one in the comics that can use the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay, I feel like what's probably gonna happen is, Captain Marvel is gonna pop out of nowhere, probably come from space or pop out of hiding or
Yeah.
whatever it is, and then she's gonna be like getting a hold of, like she's gonna figure out what's going on
Yeah.
from like other Avengers and stuff.
Yeah.
That the ones that are left. And then they're all gonna be like, oh, we can't defeat them and all of that. And she's gonna become like the leader. Be like, oh, if we work together, we can do it. You know, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. And then they're gonna like beat Thanos' ass.
Yeah.
Probably.
She's like the Marvel equivalent of Superman
Yeah.
to DC.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
From what I know.
I don't know. That's kind of an interesting concept, though. But like, it is kind of stereotypical, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. You know, oh, power of teamwork.
They're gonna throw like a twist in there somewhere.
No, definitely. I would be surprised if there's not a twist. It's definitely. It's gonna probably be along what I just said, but there's no way it's gonna be that exact thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like twist. You think like betrayal in the team or something, or because like
It could be anything really.
Because they don't need to follow the comic books. I mean, if anything we've seen, they don't follow like the original storyline.
oh yeah, for sure. But I mean like, what kind of twist would you be expecting if they were able to throw one in there?
Somebody's not dead. Somebody actually is betraying
Cap alive?
Yeah, all the original Avengers from the original Avengers movie are still alive.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the Guardians of the Galaxy are dead except for Rocket.
Yes.
That's sad. 'Cause Peter Quill's the best one.
Yeah.
Freaking Chris Pratt's a hottie.
Even though even though okay, well we'll get back to that, but even though he was the one that kind of screwed everyone over. And
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
But I heard a theory of something like Doctor Strange cursed the Infinity Gauntlet or something, and that's why it broke or whatever when Thanos snapped his fingers. But like because of the whole comment of like, I saw so and so, like
the futures.
yeah, he saw futures and like there was only one, so like he cursed it because there was only one.
True, he may have cursed the Time Stone, so when he put it in the
that's what it
gauntlet,
was.
yeah.
Maybe because like he did. If y'all remember, like he did say we're in the end game now, so like that could be.
So he knew that the only way to beat Thanos was to lose himself and all the other people that did vanish in the snap.
So he did die.
Yeah, Strange was one of the ones that died.
Was that whole? I'm trying to remember. Was it that whole group besides Iron Man and Rocket that survived the snap? Out of that kind of side group.
Iron Man, Nebula, and Rocket survived. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I just liked when she came in. I liked when she came in and she like just hit Thanos with the ship and like, out of nowhere. On a side note of Infinity War, when they were trying to get the gauntlet off Thanos, instead of like hitting Thanos in the head, Peter could have just literally pointed his gun at him and shot him in the face, and it would have been over like that.
No, but like if you remember, because like they were beating the shit out of him, but like they only got one drop of blood out of him.
Well, they were punching him. They weren't really like well, okay. Well, then how did Gamora slit his throat?
That was an illusion, though.
Yeah, but do you think he would really make himself like weaker in the illusion?
Yeah, he would.
He would.
Because then they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's finally finished," and they beat the shit out.
So I guess you can't really kill Thanos like any ordinary way.
Yeah. Like what was it called? I'm trying to think, because it's also because of hero moral code. Like I don't think they would do that. Plus, it's a Marvel movie. PG-13. I don't think they would like show.
I mean, they did show him slitting. They showed him dying in the illusion.
Twice.
Oh,
Peter also did it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. And
That's the first time we saw the illusion. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's.
Well, what do you mean the second time? Like, what?
There was 2 times he used the illusion in like a fight. Once was with Peter and the Guardians,
Yeah.
and Peter killed him. And then something happened. I don't remember. I need to rewatch the movie. Honestly, it's been so.
No, it was Gamora that killed him. Like she slit his throat.
Yeah,
Maybe that's right. Yeah.
what was it? The balanced knife, and she just yeah, that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it was Peter that killed.
Peter was about to kill Gamora because that's what she wanted. But then Thanos used the gauntlet to turn the blast into like bubbles.
That's right.
Yeah. But anyways, getting back to like what we think the next movie, we know the title,
Which is
The Last Avenger, because apparently, if you guys watch the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Mark Ruffalo went on there and he accidentally leaked the name.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, but then they had to bleep it out.
yeah.
But then some guy went into the audio files and like undid the beep, and you could hear him saying The Last Avenger.
I mean, in my thought, I'm guessing that would be Captain Marvel.
oh well.
Why would he be the last?
Because he was the first Avenger, and that was the title of the first Captain America movie. The first.
No, yeah, I know that, but he's not the last Avenger from the original Avengers.
True.
If anything, it would probably be Iron Man because of the whole he keeps seeing those dreams where everybody's dead.
He had. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, he was,
Because he was the last one alive in those visions.
that was in Age of Ultron.
That was in Age of Ultron, yeah.
Well, and I think it also happened in Infinity War.
Did it?
It's been multiple times. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he thought about it in Infinity War. Like, yeah, I remember him like saying like it's all been leading up to this. Like,
It's definitely showed it.
he's been in my head since.
Oh yeah, true. Because how would Thanos know who Tony is? But he knows the name. Yeah. But how'd they get the connection in the first place though? That's.
I think when he somehow when he traveled through like the portal.
Oh yeah, from the first.
Yeah, the first Avengers.
Yeah, that makes sense because like he blacked out and
Yeah, and then
That makes sense.
and then Scarlet Witch did something with his head. When she showed in the Ultron when she showed him the vision of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And isn't that when he saw it?
Yeah, I think they're very.
Yeah, everybody's dead. Yeah, like and then Cap like reaches out to him saying, "You could have saved us. You could have done all this."
He could still be the person. Like you said, there's somebody that's backstabbing everybody. Definitely could be Iron Man then.
It could be, yeah.
But
It probably won't be, but it could be.
Yeah.
But well, isn't it? Is Robert Downey Jr.'s career with Marvel ending soon?
Yeah,
I think after
Then
this
it
one.
definitely
After
could
this
be,
one,
and they could kill him off, and
Well,
then
everyone
he
thought
gets
he was
replaced.
Everyone thought he was gonna die in Infinity War. Like that's what all the leaks were. Like Tony Stark's gonna. And I thought when he got stabbed, and I said, "Oh crap!" Because somebody spoiled the movie for me, saying Iron Man was gonna die. So, but I guess he actually didn't.
No.
Yeah,
Han Solo dies.
spoiled that one for me too. Yeah.
no names, but I think I know who.
Yeah.
Oof. I got you. So the outcome, because we pretty much talked about what possibly could happen in that, but what do you think the actual outcome would be for it? Just everybody's, oh, it's all good now, like universe safe, Thanos, locked away.
I mean, they're gonna kill off like a few more Avengers, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, because I mean, everyone who died before the snap, I would. What do you think about this? Like, do you think Loki is gonna come back?
Probably.
I would think so.
He's died so many times now.
Yeah,
He's coming back.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. Plus, I think they did have I think he put out a leak actually. It was a tweet I saw. It was like people were expecting that he would come back. He tweets, "Your guess is as good as mine." So it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. We don't know for sure.
Now, what do you think about Gamora coming back?
Well, she's stuck in the Soul Stone now, isn't she? Right?
she's in the Soul Stone. That's right.
But isn't everybody in the Soul Stone now?
I don't think so. Well,
See, that's something that's been like talked about a lot, but
plus, wait, doesn't Adam Warlock have access to the Soul Stone as well, or no?
in the comics he did. Like he had the Soul Stone like in his chest, I think, in the comics. Like,
Oh, okay.
but if the what are those people called? The Golden People. You can know what I'm talking about. Those people,
Yeah.
they're creating him. In the last end credit scene in the chamber, I thought I saw the glowing because this is before Infinity War, so we didn't know where the Soul Stone was. I thought that was the Soul Stone where it was, but.
Yeah.
But isn't Adam Warlock a more powerful entity than Thanos?
In the comics, he was, yeah. He's the one who defeated
He
Thanos.
probably would be then in the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because they make slight changes in the movies, but I won't say they
They
make
make
extreme
major- yeah.
changes like that.
Yeah, because like he had to sacrifice Gamora. Thanos had to sacrifice Gamora, but like, how did the Soul Stone even get there in the first place? That's
Right.
what I want to know. If Adam Warlock, like theoretically, if we're going off the comic, how would the Soul Stone just kind of leave from him if he was already made like before then?
Maybe they're going for like he never had it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he's supposed to have it and he just doesn't. Or something like that.
Possibly. I don't know. I could be saying like too far into this. I don't.
I still
I get what
remember
you're saying.
I still remember seing Red Skull and being like, that's awesome.
Okay, I just want to go back to this moment. I will never forget. I was in this movie theater with like this huge group. Were you with us? I think.
No, I think it was the second time you saw it.
Oh, but yeah, second time we saw it. But my first group, we're all huge Marvel fans. We're in the front row, or like not the best seats we got, and we see the shadow coming forward and Red Skull's face appear. No sounds. We just all look at each other, jaws dropped, and that was the best Marvel moment I think I've ever seen, because that was the mystery that has been bugging everybody since the first Captain America. What happened to Red Skull?
Yeah.
I thought, like, when the first Avengers came out, I thought that he was Thanos. I honestly that it was stupid of me to think that, but like when at the cameo or like the end credits in the last Avengers, you could see Thanos turning his head. It looked like Red Skull. It looked like with the chin and everything.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, yeah, but like I thought he got killed.
Yeah, I thought it was just like he's dead. He's dead.
No, but you saw like the teleportation beam like beam up into space.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the Tesseract.
Yeah, he held the Tesseract because that was like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what powered all of his like machines and everything.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, dude. Like a really long time. Yeah, that makes sense now.
It's been so long since I've seen the movie. I don't even remember how he gets the red face.
It's whatever doctor name was that gave Captain America his super soldier powers. He did it on Red Skull, but it had side effects. It wasn't ready yet.
Right.
Yeah. But I wonder if he's free now since the Soul Stone is gone.
Huh. That would be cool
If he comes back and him and Cap like
That
have.
makes sense.
If we see Cap and Red Skull again together, oh my god, that.
I mean, it's possible, definitely possible.
Yeah.
Or well, Bucky was also one of the victims of the snap too. So
Oh yeah, Bucky.
Yeah.
rip Bucky. Oof. But I mean, hey, like if we're going on a theory that he is in the Soul Stone, who's to say that Adam Warlock couldn't like have access to it whenever?
Snap his fingers.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, because like you did say something about him having access to or not really access to, but one of the other characters able to use the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, because he's like a huge, powerful guy that has I wouldn't say he's got more strength than Thanos, but he has more like power inside of him.
Yeah.
Because he is genetically engineered.
I think there's two things that I see happening if Adam Warlock does have the gauntlet. He could just turn back time to bring the characters back, or he could do something with the Soul Stone to get them back, out in the
I'm guessing it would be something with the Soul Stone because I feel like they've kind of overplayed it now. If they do it again with the whole Time Stone, and just like screwing with time a lot, like they would overplay that.
One thing I never understood is why didn't Doctor Strange just use the Time Stone to go back in time to where Thanos never got the gauntlet?
because that wasn't part of the futures. Because I think the only way to
He would be going pretty far back.
yeah, he'd be going very far back, and it's like the grandfather clause. It's like if you, I don't know how to explain it in full depth, but it's like if you like interact with your grandpa, like if he's the same age as us, that would kind of screw everything up, and like you might not even born.
We need to get into time travel in another video. Like that's gonna be a huge discussion we're gonna have. But
Yeah, that'll be for another day. But yeah, I don't think they'd really mess with time travel too much because it depends on how far ahead the events are for Infinity War Part 2 or the Last Avenger, I guess we should start calling it. It just depends on how far it is. I think like if it's within like a decent time, it's possible, but I think they probably would do something with the Soul Stone is my guess. So
I still haven't even seen Ant-Man and Wasp.
I mean, it was a good movie. It wasn't one of Marvel's best. The only thing that ties it into the actual events of like Infinity War is the end credit scene. Like that's the only.
What's the end credit scene?
So basically, I mean, do you want me to or?
I don't care.
Okay. So basically what happens is they're experimenting with the quantum realm, and Scott is shrunken down and kind of in the quantum realm. So what happens is he's about to get pulled out. They do the countdown, and right when they get to 1, nothing happens. So Scott's like, hey guys, this isn't funny. This is not a good joke. Go ahead and pull me out. And that's when the snap happens. That's why they don't.
And then they just cut back to the outside world, and you can just see him, his wife, and what's the girl's name?
I'm just
Wasp. Like you can see their dust like floating to the ground.
Yeah.
And then they cut to Scott's house, where you can see like an emergency broadcast system going off, and the ant is playing the drums. But yeah, that was me and James's face too when we saw
honestly, that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wait, so Ant-Man's stuck in the quantum realm?
Yes.
Wait, so whose wife? Are we?
Pym's wife.
Pym's wife.
She comes back?
Yeah, they brought her back in the Ant-Man Wasp. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
Well, which is kind of for nothing now, I guess. Like,
Is she like still old? Or like, is she now old?
Yeah, she's now old.
Like I think she's about the same.
But she does have the power to like use the quantum realm because she was in there so long. Like she repaired. She got like a power in the quantum realm where she because she like fixed ghosts, like her phasing through objects thing with
she gained what is it, like, not like well, it is probably a mutation.
yeah, but like the energy absorbed in her or something.
Yeah, it was something like that.
What do you do when you're stuck there?
That's the thing. You don't know.
Like,
'Cause I think
I would be bored out of my mind.
I mean, I was talking with another friend, like, what did she eat in the quantum realm?
Yeah, why did she not starve? Or
water, right?
Well, adaptations, because you have to adapt to the surroundings around you.
but like,
But
you can't really do that when you're just like floating through shrinking like nothingness.
I don't think Marvel went that far with it in depth.
yeah,
I think it's just
they
like,
just wanted to say she's back.
Yeah, like I think it's just something that's like, oh, she's back. She somehow survived.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna do the same thing with him.
probably.
But something else we can talk about is if the quantum realm is going to play a part in the new Infinity War movie or Last Avenger.
Because it could, because if you think about it, it did say something about time travel in the quantum realm.
Yeah, because time moves like 100 times slower or something, and like there's no sense of time.
Well, how? Because if that's the case, then how? Wouldn't Pym's wife be much younger? If that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, do we know the age that they were when they actually did the mission?
Yeah, I mean, they were like in their like late 20s, I think.
I don't. Was it?
No, I think
No, because it was like 30s, 40s.
30s, 40s, oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking. And but based on looks, I'm just gonna say they're around 60s, 70s. So, somewhere around there.
But I'm thinking it really will play like a role because Ant-Man might go through one of the time portals in the quantum realm, and
pop out into space.
what if Ant-Man goes back to Captain Marvel and meets her?
That's what I'm thinking. That's possible. Yeah, that's a possibility. Because it is set in the 90s. So in cutscene, Ant-Man figures out how to time travel back to the 90s, meets up with Captain Marvel, explains what's going on in the future.
And they somehow figure out how the fuck to get back there.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
what if that's actually the end credit scene to Captain Marvel and we just figured it out like 5 months early?
We're super woke. Please, FBI, please don't come arrest us. We're just speculating. We don't know anything for sure.
Oh crap, I think I got a text from FBI man. He says,
no.
chill. Chill out, man. You're too far ahead.
We know too much.
You know too much.
All right, but I mean, I think that's actually everything that we've need to cover, honestly.
But we'll figure out everything when Captain Marvel comes out in a few months, and then Last Avenger right after that, boys.
Do we know when that comes out?
March.
March? Oh, okay, sick.
Because same time as last year, I think, was when Infinity War came out.
Okay, because I was reading. So Captain Marvel comes out March. In the UK, the Last Avenger comes out in April, and then for United States, it comes out in May. That's what I was reading.
Because May was last time Infinity War came out last year too, right? Or was that no? Because they pushed it back because Tony Stark asked if Marvel could move it back like 2 weeks in a tweet. Like he actually said, "Can a few of my friends and I go see it like a few weeks early?" And Marvel tweeted back, "How many friends we talking about, Tony?" And then they are Robert, and then they said, and then Tony just sent a picture of the world.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they said for sure. So
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if that was planned or
That must have been planned. They would have been like, no. That's not happening, pal.
Alright, but yeah.
Hey, but you know what movie I'm really looking forward to? Toy Story 4.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be depressing.
Oh my.
Hopefully not as depressing as 3.
Have you seen the trailer for that? Oh, the two. The one where they're just like they're running around in a circle and then this weird like spoon thing comes out saying I'm not that kind of freaked me. That would scar a child, I think, in my opinion. Like that's kind of messed up.
I'm not in the right place. Or like whatever it was.
I mean, I don't even know what they're gonna do with it, but we can get into that in another video. Like,
Definitely.
And I love Marvel, but I'm pumped for Shazam. But I'm pretty pumped for Shazam, you know?
Okay,
It's gonna be sick.
I'm kind of pumped for Aquaman too. Like that was.
It looks good, but like I feel like from the trailers, it seems like there's so much going on.
I mean, dude, they're bringing Black Manta into that.
Like Shazam, and he's gonna be a teenager, and it's gonna be freaking hilarious. It's gonna be it's gonna be relatable, and he's like, it's actually gonna be like a brightened up DC movie finally.
Now, is The Rock actually playing Black Adam? heard leaks about that.
Such an old, but like That they've been saying that for so long. I hope so.
I just can't picture that. That just doesn't seem like a role The Rock would actually do.
Bro, it's called the Scorpion King.
Well, yeah, the Scorpion King, but Black Adam. I just can't see The Rock as a. I just can't see The Rock as a superhero.
But he's not a superhero.
Well, yeah, you know, yeah. Okay.
All right.
We'll have a DC day again, like but
Better.
yeah, we'll have a DC day. We'll have a DC day.
All right, so I think that's pretty much it. Jake, you gonna take us away?
I think so. All right, guys. Last thing I want to say is rip my boy Stan Lee. You create. Oh man, dude, you were too young. I mean, I know, but
The dude was 95.
he should have lived to 200. He was a god, honestly.
Okay, that's fair point. That's
Yeah.
Boy, the average age of like a man in the U.S. is like 74.
he's way above
he
that, man.
he survived
Okay.
long enough.
Yeah.
He lived-
Even though I'm gonna miss him.
He lived a really good life. Let's just say that.
He did.
Yeah, and we're gonna miss you. And we just want to say thank you guys for watching or listening to our video. We're gonna keep making these really good ones for you guys, and hopefully we'll get more in-depth conversations soon and have our boys back. And with that said, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.